Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, bringing you another episode of our PTCGO live content. Today, people, we're playing cats. We're playing cats. We got Caturday. I know a lot of you guys want to see me play Caturday. So here's my current build of Caturday. I am pretty excited to go over this deck with you guys. Before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already, subscribe, share, all that good jazz. Sponsors. You know what I want to do that I don't do every video? Real quick though, before I get into it, first of all, check out our sponsors as always. Lovely people at Guardian Gaming. Just go to Orbomb. Do it. Hold on, I'm trying to find my thing. Where's my thing? There it is. Ba-boom. All right. And the other thing I want to do is I want to give a quick shout out to the patrons because I don't do it all the time. So real quick. For the first tier donators, Ben Adel, Kayan, Pat, of course, my boy Pat. And my second tier, Oswaldo, Snooky McBam, and the newest Patreon, I Like Pokemon Cards. Shout out to all you guys, as always. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this video because I just kind of want to play. To be honest, I have a lot to talk about too. Caturday. What is Caturday? Caturday is using Persian's ability here, Gathering of Cats, to ignore all the energy attack, all the attack costs in your Pokemon that have the Caturday attack. So all their attacks are now limited to 0. So you don't have to attach energy essentially. That's the idea of the deck. So what Caturday options do we have? Well, we have Glameow here. You can use Caturday, of course, to draw a card and go to sleep. Then you have Boing Boing Ball, which does 6 damage to one of your opponent's GX and EX. So it's a nice little snipe attack. Can weaken Pokemon. We are a one prize attacking deck. And the whole idea of the deck is kind of load up damage to where you can finish things off with Esper here because they have the attack Ear Kinesis. Does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon for each damage counter on that Pokemon. For instance, if you have 60 damage on a GX Pokemon, this Ear Kinesis hits that Pokemon for 180, which is 240. So obviously that's perfect numbers for dealing with the likes of Pikarom on the bench or something like that. Of course, unfortunately, have to be on the bench. Oh, that's not the right Pokemon. I'm not looking at you right now. They have to be on the bench. They can't be active. So you are going to be playing 4 Guzmas. And one card I want to put in here as well is Escape Rope, but I haven't found room for it yet. But we'll play test this deck and see if we want to put in Escape Rope later. They have to be on the bench for your Ear Kinesis to work, which is kind of the most important part, which means your Choice Band will never work on this card. But we do have access to Spell Tag since we are going to be attacking with Esper, and we're going to be attacking with Latios early game. The reason why I'm choosing Latios is because I like to put more damage on specific Pokemon, because we're not necessarily a spread deck. We're taking very exact knockouts. So Breakthrough's a little bit better than Tapu Koko Prism or Weezing or anything like that for this particular deck, and obviously, you can use Spell Tag when you attack with Latios. We also have Mew to deal with Pikarom. And then Psy Power comes in handy too because it can put damage counters on Pokemon for your Esper to come into play. We also have Meowstic. Of course, Esper is our main attacker, but Meowstic can evolve from Esper to do some attacks. Draw 3 cards with Caturday. Is pretty cool. Perplexing Eyes does 70 damage and makes them weak to Psychic the next turn. So if you can attack them again, you do hit them for 140, which could be handy as well. You know what I'm not playing in here that I want to play is Ditto though. Where can I cut for a Ditto? Ditto. It's so hard to make space in this deck. Let's just cut out 1 Pokegear. Just for the time being until I can figure it out. But I kind of need Ditto in this deck, so boom. Boom. Oh, is it already in? Oh, I'm already playing Ditto. I don't know why I thought I wasn't playing Ditto already. But we're fine then, never mind. I didn't realize I was already playing Ditto. Alright, cool. We have 1 Ditto. We have a 2/2 Meowth, who can also use Tail Whap, so I guess that's something to keep in mind. Persian's attack is Claw Slash. You have other options when it comes to Persian, right? I guess we'll talk about other options at the end, right? Alright, Oranguru, because Instruct and Psychic are things I can use in this deck, and I like to... you need to dig in this deck, essentially, because it's just... you want to get as many combo pieces as you can. 4-3, Latios, 1 Mew. Okay, that's all the Pokemon. Cool, let's move on. What happened? I feel like... Did I remove something by accident that I just didn't notice? Okay, anyways, whatever. I'm not worried about it. 3 treasure to get all of our Psychic types. I believe 4 Nest Balls. Yeah, 4 Nest Balls, 4 Ultra Balls, 3 Pokegear, and 4 Rescue Stretcher. As you can see, we're really volatile. We're really dependent on this So 4 Rescue Stretcher is good. Also, to be able to recycle our Pokemon that we're going to be using throughout the game is pretty good as well. So I'm opting to go with the full 4. From the gameplay I've been seeing, because I have watched other games of like this deck, like just all over the place. And from what I've been seeing, seems like Stretcher is really important. So I'm opting to play 4 right now. 3 Shrines, 1 Wonderlab, 4 Cynthia, 4 Guzma, 4 Lily, 4 Spelltex, 4 DCE so that we can attack with our Lottie. That's going to be the deck though, guys. Go ahead and get ourselves a couple of games. Let's talk about the Caturday options we have though, because I think there's only, I don't know what other, I think we only have one other Caturday, right? Yeah. There's Litten that can hit for 60 and they can't retreat, so it's not too bad. It's a fire type attacker, so if you ever need something that is, if you ever need to hit something for fire weakness, you have Litten as an option. I'm choosing not to put it in because it doesn't feel super useful, but it's an option you have, so something to look into. But that's gonna be the deck, guys. Go ahead and get ourselves a couple of games. You know what? Actually, I want to check what the changes I made are. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I wasn't playing Ditto before. I don't know what I changed that was so different. Yeah, I don't really see what I changed. Oh, I took out a Meowth. I guess I can just take out Meowth then. Yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah, that makes more sense. Alright, there we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves a couple of games. I need to give me some water and clear my throat. So hopefully, we'll be back when we find a game. Hopefully, I remember to cut this out because that'd be kind of awkward. That'd be kind of awkward. Where is cats? Where are my cats? This is a really messy video. Shout out to you guys who support me through all this anyways. Whew. Do we still haven't found a game? I went all the way to the other side of my room. Still haven't found a game. Maybe grab me a bottle of water. Alright guys, we're back with a game. I guess we're playing against Zap or Peek Around, but I think it's Zap. Zap is, I mean, we'd rather play against non-GX matchups. I want to play 4 Latios so we can lead them more often. But, I mean, right now we're only able to get away with 3. We are leading it, though, which is pretty good. We can use this opening turn to get rid of some Meowstics, I guess. I'm not too sure how useful Meowstics are because, oh, I guess we just, alright, that's fine. I'm not too super sure how good Meowstic, I guess they led with, like, Lele or, like, Coco or something, I don't know. But against Zapdos, I don't see how good they would be, just because Jirachis have resistance, so you're never going to Oko Jirachi unless you have prior damage on it. So I think I could probably get away with tossing away all my Meowstics in that game. Spell Tag on the active, Nest Ball, get down Meowth and Ditto. Although I'm not too sure how much we would need Ditto either, but probably get down at least Meowth and 2 Meowths so I can guarantee a Persian. Try to get down 2 Persians throughout the game. That's the only risky part I have with this deck, is I'm only playing 2 Persians instead of playing a 3/3 line because space. Anyways, I'm drinking coffee, so hello. Coffee is delicious. It is nice and early for me. It's my first day off in forever, and I'm so tired. Persian has free retreat, so that's something I gotta keep in mind as well. This opening hand isn't the worst. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. We can get down Latios right now and get rid of a Guzma or whatever we top deck, and then Spell Tag, DCE, Lily for 8, depending on, or Lily for 7 probably, depending on how we top deck here. I am gonna lead Meowth. Ideally, it doesn't bite me in the butt. Hopefully, we don't have both Meowth and Ditto prized. Whew, my throat is killing me today, though. Because I've been talking so much at work, because, like, not only do I have a job on YouTube where I talk all the time, I also have a job in real life where I talk all the time. So, no wonder why I had that problem with my throat a while back. Because I just talk. I'm a chatterbox. It's not great. Alright, Weezing. We don't want to put down too many Pokemon then. I definitely want to get down Ditto if I can, though. This is definitely useless, this matchup. Esper, or Meowstic is actually really good, though, if we can get it down. Latios is great, too. We are weak to Psychic, though, but it's definitely not a bad card. Meowth is going to be, or not Meowth, Mew is going to be pretty okay. We're not going to draw nearly as much as I would like, though. But drawing 6 isn't bad. He's not attacking us turn 1 unless he's getting like crazy Coco turns. This is a pretty poor opening hand though. No Espers, no anything really. Alright, well we're just gonna have to Cynthia and hope, I think. We'll see what happens for now. Maybe he'll Marshadow us and we'll have a pretty decent hand off Marshadow. I don't want to bench too much, which is the risk of playing this matchup. Is like, so like Weezing is a better spread deck than we are because we're focused on taking exact knockouts all the time. But we can actually play around these turns. Oh, that Mew is gonna be annoying. I might have to Guzma that Mew and take a knockout on it. I really don't want to lose my Meowth though. Maybe I'll top deck Persian, right? That's always cool. Larvitar down. I guess he's gonna confuse us immediately. Interesting. I'm not playing Blower. I could be playing Blower, but I'm not playing Blower. We can take a knockout Mew, just to get it over with, and just take knockouts where we can. There's the Marshadow. That could be good for us. Really depends on how well we draw. We are playing 4 Guzmas, which is just lately whenever I play 4 Guzmas, I feel like they're always in the way early game, which is always annoying, but not bad, not great, but definitely not bad. It really just depends if we can get like something off this Lily. Hopefully you can find Persian. I'd like to find Persian. No, there's a Guzma top deck. Alright, let me go ahead and get down. Do I want to get down Esper? Because Meowstic is just such a good attacker this game. Yeah, let's go down Esper. For now, I'm just going to knock out this Mew. Just start taking knockouts where I can, because that's really what this game's going to come down to, is how many knockouts can we take. That's getting knocked out, that's going to be defended. Now, we hit for 60 at a time. I believe Weezing has 120 HP, so there's no real point in putting spell tag damage on the Weezing, but I can put spell tag damage on like Marshadow or on Larvitar or something, just to put them in range. So I think Latios is going to be our main attacker this game, and saying that, I kind of wish I benched this other Latios this turn. I just don't want it to have any damage on it if I can avoid it. But now it's all about can we get enough DCE to start the game. So Latios will definitely be able to take us a bunch of knockouts between Larvitar, between Marshadow, and since we do hit the Weezings for weakness, we should be able to hit them quite often. The only goal is, can we take 6 prizes before they take 6 prizes, right? He is choosing to bench these lower HP Pokemon, and Spell Tag can definitely come into play as long as he doesn't blow them away. It really just depends how much he techs for the mirror. Caturday will be great a lot as well, because if we could put all 4 damage here, we can actually take a knockout with Ear Kinesis. There's a bunch of damage. Look at all that damage. Too much damage. Alright, let's see. There's another DCE. We're gonna immediately slap this down, I guess. The Stretcher just gets us Glameow. Glameow is completely worthless this game. I'm just gonna go ahead and Cynthia here. Let's see if we can find our evolution pieces. That'd be nice. Well, there's one. So that's good. There's another spell tag we can slap down later. I mean, he's gonna take a knockout if he attacks us. He can choose to pass or Guzma. If he hits us for 80 here, I don't know. These I have to be really careful with these spell tags actually, so I might not be able to abuse them as well as I'd like. Let's go ahead and try to knock out this Larvitar back here. I can take double prizes next turn if I can get away with it. I do want to evolve this though before I'm going to do that, because he will be knocked out if I'm not careful. Let's see. If he chooses not to attack me though, I mean, I guess he doesn't need to attack me. He can just pass. Because passing would accomplish the same thing. It would just make it harder for him to knock out Espeon. Stealthy Hood. What does Stealthy Hood do? It doesn't. It just stops abilities, right? Like, it's not gonna stop my tag. Yeah, it just stops effective attacks. Yeah, he's just gonna take a knockout that way. Probably his better play for sure. Now he has to attack me, and I am gonna attach a spell tag, and he's forced to attack me now, right? Another spell tag that can get me some stuff. I could fail it as well. I mean, I'm gonna have the Lily here, right? So I should probably shuffle back in these dudes. Boop, boop. I can Nest Ball fail. Is there anything I want to get off Nest Ball? I can get Mew. Stop the spread damage. Sure, I'll stop the spread damage a bit. It only lasts a few turns, but it's something, right? Oh, Wonder Lab is amazing, actually. If only I had another energy. God, that card would be so good right now. I could switch and attack, but I think I'm just going to take 2 prizes here. Spell tag will be active, so I do need to evolve this Esper if I'm going. Actually, no, Esper will still be knocked out, right? So I want to get another Esper down, I think. Oh, but if I attack the spell tag, I just like, I'm not in a good position, am I? Because then my Mew gets knocked out. Actually, Mew doesn't get knocked out immediately, but it could be knocked out. This is really scary. Let's get rid of these. Getting rid of the Meowth seems kind of bad. We do have 4 Stretcher though. I could Esper, and I could take a knockout with Esper instead, leaving this to not be active right now, but I'm going to have to proc that at some point. So I feel like taking 2 prizes is just better. Oh, we have 90 HP on this thing, so that's really good as well. Let's go ahead and grab this Meowstic. And there we go. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, we're going to take 2 prizes there. Meowstic is really, really good this matchup too, being able to hit 70 and knock out his entire board. So I feel like we would have won that game. He would have potentially taken 1 knockout there. And we would have taken, yeah, I feel like we definitely won that game. So that's pretty cool. So Latios definitely MVP. And I feel like my throat is dying. And I apologize because I know you guys really hate whenever I clear my throat on the camera. While recording, I mean. So I do apologize ahead of time. I might just leave the room and just, you know, cough up a storm or something. I'm not too sure. I have water though. So that's lifeblood. So far we haven't showed off any Caturday, just Latios. So can we show off some Latios? That'd be pretty sick. What's a good lead here? I don't want to lead Ditto. I guess we're leading Esper. I guess I'll just play down all 3 of these Pokemon though. I'll hold on to Meowth or Mew because I don't think Mew will be useful, but I'll do this and I'll pass. I'm gonna go ahead to the other room real quick and clear my throat. And we're playing against Tag Team, so that's good. Alright, I'm okay. We got a turn 1 Lily, so I'm probably gonna end up benching this Mew. Ooh, this is interesting. I'm gonna attach this to a Oranguru because Oranguru is an amazing attacker in this matchup. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that real quick, and we'll just draw 6 off this. And alright. Not a bad opening hand at all. I'm not really interested in benching another Esper at the moment. We have although it would be nice. We can double Ultra Ball, but just in case. We have this though. I know, we're gonna get Persian for sure. I'm trying to think about how this turn is gonna play out. Because I'm gonna get Persian, and I could also get Meowstic, and Meowstic could definitely do some knockout stuff. But he's probably gonna take a knockout on me this turn, I'm assuming. So I'm not too sure how I want to approach this turn. But if I can damage this EV Snorlax with a Oranguru, that could be better than attacking with that. So I'm gonna put down Esper instead, yeah. Because I'm probably gonna attach this energy to Oranguru, put a bunch of damage on this EV Snorlax, and then the following turn take a knockout with Esper if I can get a Guzma, right? So that's gonna be the game plan. We're gonna try to get down double Persian so I don't lose out on too many Persians this game. So he's just gonna use Cheer Up? That sucks. But great for me, kind of. Well, I mean, it's actually really good for me because I can just get down Persian right now, or just attack him right now for 70. That puts him in range, I believe. So I'm gonna not evolve that one, and instead of gonna get Persian down right now with these dudes. Evolve my Meowth. Oh, I could have actually evolved my Ditto to Esper, or to Meowstic, I mean. It doesn't really feel worth, though. I mean, 70 into 140 is not enough for a knockout, but do I want to attach this DCE here? I kind of want to hold on to it, just in case. I could shuffle back in those dudes and draw, but I kind of want to... let me shuffle. I need to draw stuff, right? Because I'm kind of feeling behind right now. Oh, no, never mind. I thought for some reason I didn't have a Rangoon down. It's okay. It's very early in the morning, guys. Please forgive me. There's another stretcher. Sicko mode. That's perplexing highs for 70. I could also just draw 3 with the thing, but like just doing this feels a little bit safer. Because I hit him for 140, so 140 damage with the 70 is, right, 220. Is that really worth? I'm not too sure if that's super worth. He's choosing to knock out a Persian. This is why I hold on to my Ultra Ball here. But we can hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 with the 24, 60, 80, 80, 140. It's not enough for a knockout. But he's weak to Psychic, right? I mean, we can just hit him again, I guess. Shrine would have been nice to have that earlier, for sure. This is the... Yeah, let me just do this then. Alright, let's see. We're going to hit him for quite some damage here. And potentially take 3 prizes immediately, which is pretty nice. There is a Guzma. So if I wanted to, I can make him benched. What good does that do for me? I'm not too sure. So I'm just going to draw with Lily. There's another one. I want to get down another Meowstic this turn. Or yeah, another Meowth, I mean. So let me spell tag this active. Let me get down another Meowth. So let me drop these dudes. And get Meowth here. Alright, okay. And we're just going to hit him for 140. Because he should be Psychic weak. No, he's not. I'm sorry. What? Oh, he switched, that's right. Well, this doesn't matter because we weren't going to take a knockout on him anyways. We could have hit him harder, which there could be a difference for hitting him harder because of Miltank, but I think we're fine. I think we're fine with this play anyways. Because we weren't going to take a knockout. If it was going to be 140 with 70, it's only 220. Am I right? Am I right? I'm not doing math wrong. Is it it's 210. Yeah, it's 210, not 220. 220 with the shrine, that's right. So, yeah. I don't think it changed too much. Besides, he seems to be really stuck right now. Like, this is what happens. Like, Reshizard, as amazing of a deck it is, it does definitely get stuck sometimes. And now we're going to be able to take a knockout with this if he chooses to switch here. Because if he doesn't choose to switch, we're just going to take a knockout regardless, right? So no matter what, we're taking a knockout. Like, this is unavoidable fate. Reshizard, or Reshiram, huh? Interesting option. There's Reshizard, so I guess that's our next prize. So Latios is probably going to have to come into play. I mean, we have Guzma in hand as well. We can hit him for a lot of damage. 60 should be enough to hit him for 120, which is 180. Anyways, yeah, I'm just going to finish him off with a Rangru, I think. We can just put the damage counters here. This is free retreat, so luckily we always have this option to work with. I can choose to Guzma and pull up the Reshizard. I don't hate that play, because that means I get an immediate knockout with Esper. Like right now, I could also just attack him with a Rangru, but I kind of like having a Rangru around. So I'm thinking I'm going to Guzma up the Reshizard and maybe find a spell tag, right? That'd be pretty nice. See if Rangru can find me Reshizard. Yeah, I'm going to take a knockout on that thing for sure. Unfortunately, no... Oops, that was supposed to be a Nest Ball first, but it's fine. Let's just Ear Kinesis and take a knockout. We're going to take 3 prizes here, so we're finally going to have a hand. Although we had Cynthia in hand, so it's not like the end of the world. I was hoping to find Spell Tag for sure, though, but that's fine. Man, this is really annoying. I forgot how annoying this was. There's a Spell Tag, which is great. But yeah, the tag team matchup seems pretty easy. The non-GX matchup is where it gets difficult, but apparently versus Weezing, as long as you can get your Latioses churning and your opponent decides to play down a bunch of 60 HP stuff, you should be fine, right? There's a Heat Factory that we can bump immediately with Shrine, and how much damage you need on Reshizard? You have to hit 280, right? So 80 becomes 160, 160 plus 80 is 240, so that doesn't work. Well, he's not well during this turn, but he did play Max Pot, which sucks. A max pot means what for us? We don't have free retreat here. It might be worth playing as skateboards in this deck, but if you play skateboards, you can play Jirachi. Then you have to play like a bunch of other cards. That seems annoying. We can just evolve into Meowstic. Although we only have one left, so I have to keep that in mind. Just damage it with Meowstic. So like you have to hit him for 90 because 90 becomes 90. No, so it's 80 is 160 and then 160 is 240. So hitting him for 80 is, oh, this is interesting. Interesting. Okay, I guess we'll take that. Well, I don't have a Guzma now, but I can hit him with Boing Boing Ball, hit him for 60. I guess that's what we're doing, because that's my last prize, right? So I might as well just try to my best to get my last prize this entire game. I want to hold on to Pokegear, so I'm going to drop this and this, because Pokegear could give me Guzma later. I'm going to go ahead and get a Boing Boing Ball boy, and try to continuously damage this until we win the game, more or less. Little bit upset that we did not find spell tag earlier, but now there's more spell tags in the deck. There's a bunch of treasures as well, apparently. Is there a point in? I don't think there's a point in attaching a spell tag right now, though, because we'll just bounce it. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him up. Boing Boing Tail, boom, 60 damage there. We do that one more time. That's a knockout, so that's pretty good. He has to find max pot again. I'm assuming he's playing a green build, so that's going to be kind of annoying. It looks as... I was about to say, I just finished playing post rotation. He did drop a field blower earlier, so that's pretty cool. Oh, I want to bump his stadium too. So this is why I play 4 stretchers, by the way, guys. You can see a bunch of Pokemon go in the discard pile really quickly. We've already played 2 stretcher. I want to get a Rangaroo back. I want to shuffle back in my Meowstic line. Like, there's a lot. Oh, there's green. So how many max pots does he play? Because we're going to keep attacking him until he runs out of max pots, essentially. I would like to Guzma him and hit him up with Meowstic, though, so I might do that. Because that's a little bit more, like, in your face. And if we can get double Guzma, that'd be pretty cool. Plus, I can use my my spell tags as well. Looks like he's really digging right now, though, trying to figure out what he wants to play. Because he's never going to attack me. Like, he's going to play this really... I'm assuming he's going to hold on to his max pot until the following turn, whenever it does matter, because hitting him for right now 180 would only put him at 240, which is not enough damage. I think I might have to be a little bit more aggressive, though. I have to be careful with my Guzma count because I've already lost 1, which means there's only 3 more left, but because I have to make sure he's on the bench when I finish him off with Meowstic. But I think or with Esper, I mean, but I think this turn I'm probably going to Guzma up. Yeah, I'm afraid that he's going to just max pot again next turn. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Guzma up this thing and hit it with a Meowstic. And that kind of forces him to stay active, maybe. Or it forces him to switch in Guzma if he doesn't get max potion. I'm not playing Marshadow on this build. I could be playing Marshadow, but I'm not. I'm choosing not to. I'm assuming since he has that green, he's not going to be able to use... Oh, there's a Guzma. That's actually a really nice top deck, because that actually helps me a lot. Let me drop this for the time being. Let's grab Meowstic. It also forces a spell tag play as well. And that's kind of what I want to do right now, is just force spell tag. So let me go ahead and... Yeah, let me just Guzma him for the time being. Unfortunately, still no stadium, but it's fine. We'll just Perplexing Eyes. And now, he has to switch because I'll take a knockout on him next turn. Exactly. So... And if he doesn't, so I have 2 knockouts now, and there's Acerola, so he's choosing to leave this. Okay, all right, so he's choosing to just take knockouts with this thing for now on. Okay, so now we're actually kind of in a bad place because we could lose now. I didn't think he'd be playing Acerola. I'm not gonna lie. I really did not think he'd be playing Acerola. This is gonna be awkward now. All right, how do I win with the Acerola in the deck? I think I just lost. Now it goes down to trading prizes. I mean, I can hit this thing for knockout if I put it on the bench, so I guess that's something. And then he'll take a knockout with Reshiram, right? Because I put 4 damage counters on this thing, and then I hit it for 80, which is 120. And then this thing can only attack me every other turn, right? Alright, let me just put all 4 damage counters here then. So I only have 1 Guzma left, so this might become problematic. I might have to take a little bit more of an aggressive route, for sure. I could hit him for 70, so I could have actually just... I mean, 70 is not enough for knockout, though. Hmm. Well, I think what I'm gonna have to do is a Guzma play I mentioned, which means I have to find Stretcher now, right? That's kind of awkward, isn't it? Which means I won't be able to Guzma, which means I can't really take a knockout this turn, can I? Oh, I don't think I played that right. I think I assuredly did not play that right. I mean, I can Guzma right now and take a knockout, I guess. I mean, I kind of have to. Because I have to trade knockouts well. But I also want another Esper, so I'm doing this. Unfortunately, I have to, oh, I don't have another Esper. That's right. Well then, I have 2 stretchers left, so I guess I'll grab this just in case. Then the deck by 1. That would help my Pokegear next turn, but I will just Ear Kinesis and take a knockout back there. Alright, so he'll take a knockout here, and we don't have a way to damage him, really. So we have to find Latios. Oh, we have Latios in hand, but we have to find our last DCE, I think, which maybe... 30 is not enough damage, though, but Spell Tag might help. We'll see. Yeah, but definitely this is why I play the 4 stretchers, for sure. Apparently 4 is even still not enough though. I definitely played poorly around this. Like if I was playing best of 3, I wouldn't be worrying about this as much, because I would know the ace roll is a thing. But definitely in best of 1, this is not as easy. Definitely took me by surprise. Reason why I'm not expecting Acerola, expecting just Max Potion, is because this deck plays Welder and Green and Guzma, and there's a bunch of supporters that you want to use per turn that I figured he wouldn't want to have Acerola to use, because obviously it's a risky card to play. This definitely loses me the game though, right? I think I lost for sure. Yeah, because if you can Welder, which I can't really stop him from Weldering next turn. So if he can Welder, he just wins the game. If he manually attaches, he wins the game. All he has to do is retreat into it. And he can just GX me for game as well. So he has lots of ways to win the game. And I can't really do anything about it. So, good game. That's all I can say, really. GG for sure. We did find our last DC, though. So, at the very least, we found everything we needed this turn. Even though we can't win anymore. All I have to do is switch. We don't have Marshadow or Judge in this deck. We don't have any hand disruption. We could be playing Marshadow, I guess. It's not bad. I mean, it's never bad, right? Marshadow's a great card. We also never found a stadium to bump his Heat Factory. There's also that. That was just chilling there for a long time. Anyways, if we had an extra turn, I feel like we could have done something, right? Maybe. We'll see. If we had just one extra turn, we could have done maybe something. But he just takes a knockout next turn. So, not much we can do about that. Spell Tag doesn't matter at all, because obviously we just lose next turn. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and scoop this one up, because there's no point playing that out. I just want to see how the following hand would have played out. There you go. So that's, I think that's going to be it for the video, right? I mean, we played 2 games. We managed to do really well versus Weezing. And we did pretty poorly versus Reshizard. We did take a knockout. If it wasn't for the Acerola, man, I feel like we could have won. But of course, he plays the Acerola for, not for this deck, but we're picking it up versus decks like Weezing, right? So it's not like the biggest surprise ever. I just wasn't expecting it. So we did lose that game, unfortunately. I'm not too sure how we could have played that differently, though. Maybe we could have, instead of being so heavily targeting the Reshizard, just attacking his other Pokemon instead. That's probably the only way I could see myself winning that game, was attacking the other Pokemon instead. The other thing I can see is getting in a Marshadow and just having that as a disruption option. Of course, our bench is very full all the time, which is why Marshadow seems kind of bad. But we could definitely, we could definitely fit it in. Just like drop 1 Pokegear for a Marshadow. I like Pokegear because it can help you dig for, oh, wrong thing. It can help you dig for Guzmas. Even if you don't play at the full 4 count, having the ability to just dig for Guzma for that 1 turn is pretty handy. One thing we also never found is our stadiums. Like, all stadiums could have been good that game. Like, Wonderlab would have been amazing. being able to stop him from attacking as easily, because yeah, he wouldn't be able to GX us. Although if I did hit him for 60, he would have been able to outrage us with a welder play. Which means I have to hit him for not enough to take a knockout, which is not really possible, right? Oh well, we'll see. Regardless, that was definitely a fun deck. I feel like I'm just like trying to reminisce, because like usually whenever I lose, I try my best to learn from the matchup, right? And the only thing I can think of is definitely knock out his attackers instead of just like focusing on that one Reshi's art in case of Ace Rolla. Maybe that would have been better. I still kind of stand by my play though. It's just one of those best of 3 situations, right? In the second and third game, definitely wouldn't make the mistake of focusing on the Reshi's art, because you know he has Ace Rolla now. So yeah, definitely a deck that takes a little bit more practice, because you have to be very wary of how you attack and your spell tags and stuff like that. But it's a really fun deck regardless. So there's my Caturday build. I actually think this build is really good though, for sure. Now that we add the Mars Shadow, just for like, you know, checkmate scenarios, we can Mars Shadow my opponent down. In that last turn, I felt like if I did damage the Reshizard, it's still kind of hard, because we wouldn't have been able to take a knockout. You have to hit it for 90. No, you have to hit it for 100, right? Because 90 is not enough. 90 would only mean you hit him for 180, which is 260, which means you have to have 100 damage on a Reshizard to damage it, which is not super bad because of spell tags, but it is kind of annoying. It feels like, although this deck so far feels like we don't have any problems retreating, feels like we don't have any problems having an attacker every turn, it feels like we don't have any problems like getting the right supporters per turn either. So I'm pretty happy with the way this build came out. For sure. I could see you maybe dropping one shrine just because we haven't found it all in the game anyways, but like imagine like you can hit the Reshizards for 90 if you had a shrine. You actually can only hit them for 60 if you have a shrine, right? Because a lot of the time you like the shrine is so important versus the Reshizard matchup. So never mind, don't drop the shrine. If anything, add a fourth one. Because both of these stadiums are super good versus Reshizard. I just gotta find them first, you know what I'm saying? What else is there to say? I think the 4 stretchers was really good, so I'm glad we're playing 4 stretchers. That's gonna be, yeah, I don't have too much else to say. Short video today, but I want to upload a video where I talk about a horrible story and my old boss, and just I'm gonna start a new series called Story Time with Orabomb. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna start the series until after I talk to you guys about it. So let me know. I want to start this new series called Story Time with Orabomb, right? Where I just like pick a deck and play. And instead of talking about the games, instead of doing anything, I'm just going to tell the story. Because you guys know how whenever I'm playing TCGO, I get very distracted and I keep talking about stuff. And then next thing you know, I forgot what I was talking about and I'm just like, eh. But instead of focusing on playing a deck that's like new, I could just play a deck that I'm used to playing and just tell a story. For instance, I had to deal with a bad boss recently. So there's a story there. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys like it, I'll upload it. I'm going to record it anyways, but if you guys don't want to watch it, then I'm not going to upload it. Just that simple. So let me know if you guys want it or not. Regardless though, I'll see you guys next time. Today's my only day off, which means I have to go record some post-rotation content today. So I have that video because I have the today off, and then I have in like 3 or 4 days another day off, which I'm down to like 1 or 2 days off a week. I'm so tired. But I'm working to get this debt off, man, because I gotta not only pay off this debt, but also pay for my classes next semester, which is gonna be another $1,000. So I'm like freaking out. I keep talking, and you guys are the best. I need you guys to know that right now. Shout out to the Patreons, shout out to the sponsors, shout out to all you guys. Definitely expect some post-rotation content as soon as NAIC ends, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.